welcome to Iceland and in a recently purchased plane which has got a beautiful glass cockpit, both literally speaking and electronically speaking. But this is the rather unfortunately named double ender. It's a bush plane. Bit unusual looking. It's got massive, great, like 37-inch balloon tyres. And the reason they call it a double ender is because it's got these two propellers on it. It's got a push and pull system, and they're quite weirdly wafy and propellers. Everything about it looks strange. It's got this big pod underneath, which is either for cargo or you can put extra fuel into it. I'm not sure what we got configured today, but it's a very, very interesting plane. So I've not flown it yet. I did quickly have a look around the cockpit and turn the engine on, and then promptly nosedived into the ground. I had the wheels on, put full power on, and because of the way it's kind of built, those two propellers pulled it forward, and it just literally, luckily enough you don't get a propeller strike or anything. It's too far off the ground for that, but yeah, the glass nose of the cockpit was just on the ground and the tail in the air. Hope nobody saw. Anyway, so that was yesterday when I had a go. So I'm going to try and start it again today. I've not done any checklists on it. I did figure out there's some important buttons up here. So we want the avionics on. We don't want the, well, put the pitot on. It's Iceland. We want the magneto 1, 2 for front and rear on. In case I forget it, I'll put the strobe lights on, navigation lights, and landing lights, because I'll probably forget all of that. And then we go to starting it, which is down here somewhere, I think. So those are the two throttles. So we'll give it a little bit of throttle. Oh, actually I've got to turn the fuel on, which is down here, I think. So, oh, hang on. Oh god. So we want fuel from engine 2 on both, fuel from engine 1 on both. We then, oops, oh god, I haven't got my head around moving around this yet. So we'll put left pump on, right pump on. It's got a fuel dump. Oh, that's the pod fuel. Interesting. I don't think I need the auxiliary pump on. Yeah, so we've got it cracked open a notch. Yeah, look at this. This is I think the VSO is the stall speed with flaps down. It's 31 knots. That is insanely slow. So anyway, master battery on. Starter, let's see if it'll start. Yep, engine 1 on. Engine 2 on, that was easy. And we got all of our avionics, which is quite a nice nice setup. Can I just get rid of the yoke there? Yes, good. So there we go, we got it going, pretty straightforward. So a quick go, rudder, ailerons. Oh, what's that? It's got a little flapper-on-y thing that comes out. Interesting. Huh. But yeah, this aircraft is modelled by the same people that did the Edgeley Optica, which is one of my favourite aircraft, little aircraft. I've got 2 pitot tubes. Looks like I have. This is all about redundancy and safety, this thing. But anyway, yeah, so it's created by the same people, got friends, that make the Edgeley Optica, which is one of my favourite small aircraft. So brakes are on. Let's not nosedive it again. So that looks good. So let's try and get this puppy in the air. Oh, we're just announcing we're going to taxi then. Evidently we're going to 2.6 wherever 2.6 is. Have I got... Boom. Runway 26, eh? What? I'm up in the northwest of Iceland. At BIIS. So have I got charts for taxi? Boom. Okay, so 26 is going in that direction, so I need to do a right, go right down the end of the runway and then turn around. So let's try this. So brakes off, give it a little bit of right welly. Yeah, there's the runway. So let's just, is there anything coming? Nah, it's fine. We'll just drive out, drive down the runway, turn around. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be going across here, but who cares? Alright, so we are on the runway, so let's just take off here. I'm sure it'll be fine. I didn't even put the flaps down. Whoa! This thing wants to fly. Whoa! This has got a lot of power. So I love landing at this airport. You have to sort of fly in from the other side and loop back around. It's crazy. So that took off without me doing anything, and the flaps were up. There's a bit of a... oh, there's a cruise ship. So what we'll do is we'll go over this ridge here, which is freaking high, and find somewhere to do a short landing on. But yeah, boy, this thing really likes to fly. I just want to clear this. I think it does have some sort of rudimentary autopilot on it. I love the cockpit. It's just fantastic. You can just see everything. Right, so let's just go down here. And we'll look for somewhere to land it. See how short a runway we need. So let's just slow down. Where's my airspeed? Huh. Am I missing something? So I've got all engine stuff. Radio. Exhaust gas. This is all about the engines, but where's my airspeed? Artificial horizon. Yeah, wait a minute. There's none of the usual things in here, unless you have to change it on the display. I've probably done this before taking off. Okay. Let's have a look. So what have we got? Terrain, map, flight plan, weather. So these got different displays. Ah. Oh. It's got a very nice... oh, here we go. There's... oh, let's just not crash into the ground. So we got some of it there. We got heading, airspeed and altitude and vertical speed. Alright, that'll do us. So let's just take her down. Try landing. So I'm not quite sure when it's safe, what speed it's safe to put the flaps down at. Where should we land? It's down here. Let's go down by this river here. So we are doing about 60, 70 knots. Let's just get down. So got the throttles fully back. So what's our speed now? High. Right, can I put it down before I run out of land? Okay, so let's bring it up a bit and risk putting the flaps down. So the flaps is that lever there. Right, flaps are fully extended. Speed's bleeding off nicely. I feel like I'm really high up in this cockpit. I think it's the normal. What are those lights on there? Stall warning, icing. Oh, I'll concentrate. So we are getting down to stall speed here, 36 knots. So let's just try and land it on this little path here. So 38 knots. Just bleed it off a little bit. 38 knots still. Okay, it's getting blown about in the wind here. Oh shit, that doesn't look good. And I'm getting blown off to the right. Okay, here we go. Nice, and don't brake too much because it'll tip up on its nose. So we are going at quite a speed. Oh god, come on, stop. Ooh, almost nosedived it. And we're stopped. Parking brake on. Lovely. It's even modelled the mud being kicked up under the wings, look. Fantastic. So first takeoff and landing. So let's see if I can get it. God, look at those flaps. They really do come down a long way. Oh, that's neat. So they slide out and then come right down to almost 90 degrees. So let's see if I can get it back to the airport. So parking brake off, tow brakes on, flaps down, full power. And we're airborne in seconds. Okay, retract the flaps. And we want to fly around this headland into the next one. And then we should be on that airport and we can do our unusual approach. Taking off in the same direction that we, well, landing in the same direction that we took off from. So, is there an autopilot? There's a trim. What's that? Autopilot on, off. So, what happens if I turn it on? Does it just keep it steady? What's it do? Well, it's definitely keeping the wings level, which gives us time to have a look at the map. Yeah, so that's where we want to land there. So we want to get around this headland. So can I put in a heading or not? So I really want to go over there, 10 degrees or something, but I don't think direct to BIIS. BIIS. Enter. Has that done it? No. Okay, so let's just manually steer it. Oh, it does want to go. Let's take the autopilot off, turn it. Perhaps the autopilot just flies in a straight line. Perhaps that's all it does. What's our altitude? 1,500 feet. I hate flying over water. I hate it. You've got no idea how high you are visually. Right, so let's chuck on the autopilot again and see if it holds it straight and level, which it seems to. Good. So we are flying. Looks like it's banking to the left. Why is he doing that? Have I got the autopilot on? Yeah, it feels like it. Or is it trying to fly it to the airport? Let's turn it off again. So, we will come in at that airport. Let's see if I can get him on the radio. Slow down a bit. Going pretty quick. Is it this one or the next one? It's the next one, isn't it? Yeah, it's the next inlet. Can I get him on the radio? BIIS, here we go. Select a runway for landing. We're going to be coming in on runway 26, I think. Can I zoom into that? Come on, zoom in, you bastard. Oh god. Is it 26? Oh, 26 would be this way, wouldn't it? Slow down, so I'm going to be way over it. Ooh. Which way am I headed? Yeah, 260 is this way. Okay, so we'll come in on runway 26, which is the one we should have taken off on, but I couldn't be bothered. Okay, landing lights on. Have I got a mixture setting anywhere? I don't seem to. I've got all this thing about the engines over here, but I don't know what any of that does. I'll figure that out later. Right, so let's try and land it in as little space as possible. So I'm going to put the flaps down a little bit. We're doing about 90 knots. Just trying to... Oh, I'll tell you what, let's just slip the aircraft. So full right rudder, full left aileron. It'll just bleed the speed off nicely. So we're coming down 50 knots, 45. Yeah, okay, so take it out the slip. But yeah, most landings on this, you'd fly across the opposite shore there, fly over that little town at about the 1 o'clock position, and then land on the runway from the other way. What's my altitude? 500 odd feet. Runway 26 in sight. Yeah, I don't know if I got a mixture lever anywhere. Anyway, just assume it's on full. Slow down, 43 knots, 250 feet. Over the fence. Oh, too slow, way too slow. Wasn't paying attention. I'm getting buffeted around by the winds here, Jesus Christ. Probably should have checked the wind before I came in. So yeah, that rather threw me off course a bit there. But here we come. Got a little bit of right rudder on to keep it down that runway. Oh god, this is going to be hard. Oh, that was terrible. Not pleased with that landing at all. That was terrible. But we're alive. So there's that. And a bit harsh on the brakes, but we're down. Beautiful little aircraft. Yeah, and I love the way they've modelled the dirt under the wings. Dirt on the tyres and stuff. That is cool. Yeah, experimental. So this plane is actually a one-off. It's oh, they got slats as well on the front, look, coming out, as well as the flaps at the back. Huh. Nice. So yeah, I think I'm going to have fun with this. Just got to figure out a few little things on it, and then we'll be off to the races. Thanks for watching.